أنا البحر في أحشائه الدر كامن فهل سألوا الغواص عن صدفاتي.
السلام عليكم. مرحبا بكم in another Arabic grammar video. In this video, we're going to talk about a very important aspect in the Arabic grammar. If you get this one right, it will make your life easy with Arabic. We're going to talk about what is called in Arabic الاعراب or case endings. Cases, which means the vowel that is attached to the end of a word. What does that mean? Listen to this sentence. I say, جاء محمد, and sometimes we say, رأيت محمدا, and then another time you just hear it as أخذت هذا من محمد. So محمد, محمدا, محمد. Three different endings. Also, what is the meaning of that? It is very easy. Each word has a function in the sentence. For example, sometimes the word nouns, let's talk about nouns. Sometimes nouns are functioning as subjects. So when they are in the place of a subject, then the ending will be different. The vowel attached to the ending will be different. If they are in the object position, then their ending will be different. If they are following a preposition letter, then their ending will be different. So for you, it can be a good indicator for what is the function of the word. Now, there are some case endings that are only specific to nouns. Some cases are specific to verbs. Let's learn the main cases in Arabic. Before we learn the different possibilities of the endings of words, we need to know what triggers that word to have that ending. That is, we refer to it as a factor, al-amil. There must be a amil. There must be a factor behind that ending. So for example, the word ends with dhamma or double dhammas. We know that this, in most of the cases, that this word, this noun, for example, is in the subject position. So the word being in the subject position triggers that ending. For example, Muhammadan, that word being in the object position, then that triggered the ending of that word to have two tanweens. Now, it's a lot of explanation. You are just beginning. So just take it easy. Think about number one, that case ending is the changing of the ending of a word based on its function in the sentence. That's number one. Number two, there is a factor, there is a amil, there is a reason behind the changing of the ending of the word. That's two. The third one that you need to learn at this stage is that there are at least 4 different endings, different possibilities for those endings. Some of them are specific to nouns, some of them are specific to verbs. Let's learn them. The first case, the first possibility is called al-raf'. Al-raf' or the nominative case. That means the ending of the word will either have 1 dhamma or 2 dhammas. 1 dhamma when it has al-ta'rif. It is a definite word. It will have double if it does not have alif and lam in the beginning. Huwa talibun. الطالب مجتهد. الطالب مجتهد. طالب مجتهد. That is called الرفع or the nominative case. It goes with verbs as well. يكون الطقس حارا في الصيف. يكون, the verb ends with ضمة. The second terminology for the word that ends with fatha or double fathas, it is called the accusative case, النصب. النصب. النصب means that the word will end with fatha or double fathas. So, when I say يا عبد الرحمن, يا عبد الرحمن, the word عبد ends with fatha. Now, this one is also shared with the verbs. لن يكون الطقس باردا الليلة. لن يكون ends with fatha. Now, let's go to the third different form of the case ending. Let's go to the third possibility. The third one is الخفض or الجر. الخفض or الجر, it refers to nouns when they end with kasra. This is specific to nouns. So we say في البيت or في بيت or في البيت. The word ends with kasra. That is called al-khafd or al-jar. Al-jar means to drag something, traction, reduction. It means that this word is in the prepositional phrase. As we said, this is specific to nouns. You're not going to see verbs that ends with kasra. There are very special cases, but it is all about pronunciation. The last category of word cases is called al-jazm. Al-jazm is specific to verbs. Now, as we said, there is a factor that triggers the ending. So for the verbs, there are particles that need to come before the verb in order for that verb to have sukoon in the end. So jazm means that the verb will have a sukoon in the end because of a particle that has come before it. لم يفعل. So because of lam, يفعل now has a sukoon. Al-jazm means the jussive form in English. Now, before we end this video, I need you to know that sometimes if a concept does not exist in your mother language, it becomes difficult to understand. In Arabic, you need to understand this. If you are a native speaker of English, then you should know that this is a new concept and you need to spend time on understanding the case endings of words. Remember that the end of the word changes based on the function of that word in the sentence. There is always a factor that triggers the change of the ending of a noun or a verb. We will have a lot of video to explain, but for now, I think this is enough. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another video, inshallah. مع السلامة.